Cowboys Nation. It's your guy, Tyrus Rex, and this is the Tyrus Rex Show. So first off, I'm disappointed that we're kicking off this year's draft series way sooner than we would have liked. Our season ended abruptly and unexpectedly, and it pains my soul, right? When we look at last year's draft class, it feels like we got away from drafting best on the board and kind of went with players that we thought we needed. And as a result, we just didn't see a production that we normally see out of this draft class. Also apparent, at least to me, Cowboys Nation, is that we have some glaring holes, right? So let's spend a couple seconds before we get into this first mock draft of the season, this way too early mock draft. Let's talk about some of those key deficiencies, right? First, I think it's still, and we're not even talking free agency, like what we're losing yet. We're not even going to talk about that yet. It's too early, but we're going to talk about what we saw as holes. For me, the defensive line, especially the interior, it was porous. Like, we love what Big Hankins did for us. He was serviceable, but Maji didn't necessarily flash for us or take any leaps. So hopefully he does that during the offseason. But as we know, the interior D-line was a problem, right? And then when you look at that next level, right, the linebacking core, they're a little light in the seat, right? They're fast. I think we got a lot out of them, but we need some impact there. So on defense, I'm thinking those are two key areas of need. You can never have enough people in the secondary, but those two areas, right? For us to take another step, we have to do something with that run. We have to be more stout. We can't have that softness. We know our defense can make plays, but if they're not making turnovers, right? If they're not making those splash plays, we get mauled. So we gotta fix that. For us to take that next step, we gotta fix that, right? So that's an area. Another area, moving over to the offensive side of the ball, the Tony Pollard era as a standalone feature back wasn't what we expected. And, when you think about it, was some of that, coming back from the injury, it's a difference between being 100% and 92%. Was that part of it? Probably, right? We saw him kind of get some of that burst back during the latter part of the season, but it still wasn't the same. He still wasn't that home run threat that he was the year before. So it tells me we for us to take another step, right, towards that Super Bowl, we're gonna need a dude at running back. I don't know if Dak can do it on his own. He's good, but he's not that I'm going to carry your team. He needs that like give him another Zeke, right? And so that's an area of need. O-line could be problematic, right? When you think about some of the injuries we have. So is that somewhere we look, right? And then also, what do we do at receiver? So again, when we look at what we really want, D-line, LB, running back, let's see what the line looks like. But this year, man, I'm telling you, just like in the other drafts, we're going to try to take the best player on the board, right? So anyway, let's get this first simulation mock draft started. So we're going to start the draft. We're going to do a full 7. We'll do it fast so we can get through this first one because, again, we know the draft boards will mature drastically over the next coming weeks and months. So let's get started. Caleb Williams goes first. This might be interesting. Would you trade the 24th pick for the 31st pick and you pick up that second? Given what we need to fill, that might be intriguing. So let's hide that from now. But let's see what's out there. You got that big old D tackle right there. Got that big D tackle there. Can probably get Leonard Taylor at 30. Let's see. I don't know much about this kid. 6'2", 295. It's on the lighter side. Let's see. Jer'Zhan Newton is coming off a career best campaign that saw him earn 61 tackles, 14 tackles for a loss, 5.5 sacks, and 3 pass deflections. And he also had 2 fumble recoveries. He's 6'2", 295. That's a little light. And I don't know much about him, so I haven't watched any film on him. But he seems like more of that 3 technique. Newton's best alongside a nose tackle who can encumber blocks, but he himself is unnaturally proficient in prying through congestion. Yeah, like we had some of those fast twitch guys. And so for me, let's see what else is out there. So you got him, you got a receiver, offensive tackle, Amaris Mims. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. This is intriguing. We could go here, but I got to tell you all, moving back 5, 6, 7 spots and picking up that second round pick, given what we need to do, I'm going to roll the dice on that. Let's do that. I didn't think, ooh, and we're going to reject that. And we're going to reject that. And we get a second round next year. That's intriguing as well, but we're going to reject that. We need to really, San Fran try to rebuild. All right, what do we do here? We got another offensive tackle. J.J. McCarthy. Do you start the Dak transition now? You got that D tackle looking there, looking at you as well. All right, let's see about this guy. Woo, that's a big dude. He has 5 sacks over his career, 19 TFLs, 5-star recruit, 305 pounds. That's a big frame. That's a little bit more meat there. That's interesting. Let's look at this OT. Whew! Mauling tackle. I like that as well. I'm kind of leaning towards getting that offensive tackle. Let's see what could be there in the 50s when we come back around. Get your linebacker. Yeah, let's get the OT right now. Let's get the offensive tackle right now. We're going to get that bruiser right tackle. Maybe he can come in and do some guard work for us too. So we like that. Get us a tackle. Y'all mad. I know in the comments y'all going to be talking, you should have got a quarterback. Nah, man. No. That's a haul if you would do it. Like fall back 20, but like I'm not worried about 2025. I'm trying to get that ring this year. So we're going to reject those. Man. Now you can go, you got your linebacker there, but we're coming back around at 56. So remember that linebacker might still be there. Let's see, Cooper Beebe. Man. Top guard in the class. Could go up to the first round. Do we retool the O-line? So if you go guard here, gives you a lot of flex on your O-line. It really does. Like you've rebuilt that thing at that point. High movement freedom. Talking about he like a Grady Jarrett. I like that too. What them running backs looking like? Jonathan Brooks. You know what? If we want to build off a running game, do you get your DT right here? Well, this is a tough one. You know what? I'm like, bring the Great Wall back when we won our Super Bowls. Let's get Cooper Beebe right here. We're going to reject. You got DT. Now the question is, right here, do we go DT or do we get a running back? You see all of these DTs on the board. They're all right there. Let's see. 6'1", 308. His floor is a run defender with his strength, mass, leverage, angle awareness, and movement freedom is already incredibly high. He has the ceiling to be a devastating pass rushing threat if he can channel his energy. This dude was just looking at. Hell yeah, I think we get that. But let's see. Let's see. Look at this running back coming soon. I don't know much about this kid. So if he's the one, you all let me know at this running back. But let's get that D tackle. Let me see if it's a bigger body, though. I really want a big body dude. Let me go with what we was looking at then. Right here. Damn, there's a lot of D tackles on the board. Braylon Allen, running back. We need a linebacker too. Let's see about this guy. Big dude. Over the past 3 seasons and counting, Gray has accumulated massive numbers over that stretch. He has 340 tackles, 28 tackles for a loss, 8 sacks, 5 interceptions, 12 pass breakups, 5 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries. And you know what? I like this one right here because think about it. We got Overshawn and hopefully he comes back. But, you know, it takes a while, again, talking about Pollard. Again, Overshawn was hurt earlier in the season. But by the time camp starts, that'll be right around a year. He'll be 90-some-odd%, but maybe not 100. I think we get our linebacker here. Now, hopefully we get us, it's later in the game, so it would be interesting what type of running backs on the board, right? Because we gave up all them damn picks, so that's it. Let's see. I don't know enough about this running back, but we need one. Cowboys Nation, so it'll get better as we go through iterations of this. But we're gonna get us our running back. And so this is what we ended up with these 5 picks. They ain't a lot of picks, so maybe you know what, with us only, and we picked up an extra pick. So I thought that was good. So what we did here, we got our offensive tackle. Still, he was a problematic for us. So we got that right tackle, right? Good. We got another guard too, just in case you don't know what happens with Tyron Smith. You swing the other Smith out there, boom, we're set. So you got that guard, arguably the best guard in the class. So we set on O-line. Got you a stout D tackle. Got us a linebacker. Don't know if we took care of running back, right? Don't think we took care of running back, but I do feel like we secured our lines, or at least improved our lines, and that's where the Super Bowl will come. It'll be because we have dominant lines. We got to get back to that. But anyway, Cowboys Nation, this is our first go. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, but we're going to get over this heartache, right? And we're going to lean into the future. Thank you all again, and we'll talk to you soon.